and the pot has decided to go back to the castle. Now he sneaks in through the back gate. What should he see? But he sees the royal maid washing the king's clothes. Here's some clothes at the pot. I know how to get those for Prince Rupert. And very quietly he snuck up next to the maid and he sat himself down by her foot. And the maid looked down and said, "Oh, a pot! What a perfect thing to wash all these clothes in." And she took the pot and filled it up with sudsy water and put all the king's clothes in, and quick as a blink, off ran the pot, with the maid yelling, "Stop! Stop!" behind him. But the pot was faster, and the pot ran back to the little abandoned cottage, and when Prince Rupert came back from selling his silver spoons, there was a nice pot full of clothes waiting for him. Prince Rupert was so grateful. So Prince Rupert took all the clothes and hung them all up carefully to dry, and he was just so happy about the whole thing that the pot said, "I've got to do more things for this prince. He is just such a nice prince." And when Prince Rupert decided to go out for a little walk while his clothes dried, the pot snuck back to the castle. Now, back at the castle, things were not going so well. You see, the king had heard all about how a pot had stolen his dinner, and a pot had stolen all his silver spoons, and a pot had stolen all of his clothes. And of course, he didn't believe such a thing for a minute, so he punished all the servants very badly. And then, being in a very, very bad mood, he decided he needed to go somewhere to calm down. So he went out to his private little fishing pond for a spot of fishing to relax and calm down and get happy again. So here comes the pot, and what should he see? But he sees a nice pond behind the castle with somebody fishing. "Oh," says the pot, "fish, isn't that nice? I bet Prince Rupert would like a nice fish dinner." So very quietly he snuck up beside the king and he sat down. Now the king looked down and saw the very pot that had been causing all the trouble in his kingdom. But he didn't let on that he had figured it out. He pretended. He said, "Oh, a pot. Isn't that nice? I think I'm going to put my fish in this nice pot." But he didn't put fish in the pot. He put rocks in the pot. He put stones in the pot. And he put sticks in the pot. And he put dirt in the pot. He put everything in the pot that he possibly could to weigh that pot down so it couldn't run away. But the pot was really a bogle. It wasn't a pot at all. So it just got bigger and bigger and bigger the more stuff that he threw into it. It got as big as a bathtub. It got as big as the fish pond. It got as big as the big smelly bog it had come out of, and then, glump, it swallowed up the king.
Cool.
Well, right at that moment, Prince Rupert just happened to be taking his walk by the castle when what should he see but a brand new bog behind the castle, and the king in the middle of it, drowning. Well, Prince Rupert was made of much better stuff than his brother. He jumped right in, of course, to save him. And of course, the bogle had to let them both go. The bogle got as small as a fish pond again, as small as a bathtub again, as small as a pot again, and then it disappeared in a poof of yellow smoke. And the king and Prince Rupert were found in the middle of the lawn, flapping around, wondering what the heck happened. Well, the king never did understand what happened, but he knew that he had to be nice to his brother from now on for saving his life. So he said from now on that Prince Rupert could come into the castle after dinner and have all the leftovers, and that when he wore out a suit of clothes, Prince Rupert could have the rags, and he would even send his carpenter down to fix the leaky roof in the abandoned cottage. Prince Rupert was so grateful. So Prince Rupert lived not so happily ever after in the bog, but he never knew that there's a secret friend in the bog who always looked after him. It was the bogle. So I got a song about a bogle. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Rare bogle, a rattling bogle, a bogle down in the valley, oh. Rare bogle, a rattling bogle, a bogle down in the valley. See, I steal all my songs. It's a lot easier that way. And on that bogle there was a tongue, a rare tongue, a rattling tongue. Tongue on the bogle, in the bogle, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bogle, a rattling bogle, a bogle down in the valley, oh. Rare bogle, a rattling bogle, a bogle down in the valley, oh. And on that tongue there was a frog, a rare frog, a rattling frog. Frog on the tongue and the tongue and the boggle and the boggle and the bog down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. And on that frog there was a fly, a rare fly, a rattling fly. Fly on the frog and the boggle and the boggle and the... No, wait a minute. Fly on the frog and the frog on the tongue and the tongue on the boggle and the boggle and the bog down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. And on that fly there was a flea, a rare flea, a rattling flea. Flea on the fly and the fly and the tongue and the tongue and the bungle and the boggle and the bog down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. And on the flea there was a mite, a rare mite, a rattling mite. Mite on the flea and the flea on the fly and the fly on the frog and the frog and the tongue and the tongue and the boggle and the boggle and the bog down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, boggle down in the valley, yo. And on that bite there was a bite, a rare bite, a rattling bite. Bite on the mite and the mite on the flea and the flea on the fly and the fly on the frog and the frog and the tongue and the tongue and the boggle and the boggle and the bog down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle down in the valley, yo. And so that boggle scratched that bite and swatted that fly and swallowed that frog and gave a burp in the bog down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle down in the valley, yo. Rare boggle, rattling boggle, a boggle down in the valley, oh.
Huzzah!
Thank you. What time is it? It is
I don't know.
time for one very short song, and then do we have Merry Mischief coming up next?